this capacity building will really come in handy to be able to help us have a country that develops further the BRT from the foundation. I think for Kenya it's cool because remember Kenya runs on around 95% clean energy. So having that option in mind, then it will be economical on the Kenyan side to run on e-mobility than the conventional one.
Sounds like the next few years in public transport could be quite exciting.
So as a government entity, we are more on the emphasis of developing policies.
Good morning, Minister.
Morning, Ben.
Great to be with you here today at the UITP Summit that's in Hamburg, which has been an inspiring few days for all of us.
True, absolutely.
I'd love to understand what brought you here for this week and then some of your insights. But firstly, it'd be great to hear about what it is you do within Nairobi, more about the organization.
Okay, thank you very much. First, my name is Ibrahim Auma. I am the Nairobi City County Minister in charge of Mobility and Works. Mobility and Works has got the elements of public works, roads, energy and lighting, that is more of street lighting. And then we also have the elements of mobility in Nairobi. And I have the privilege to be in charge of that sector under the governorship of our governor, His Excellency Governor Arthur Johnson Sakaja. Thank you.
And what brought you to UITP Summit?
Of course, the world is global. And where you have a collection of minds and experts in the field of mobility come together to meet, then it's a good forum for cities like Nairobi, that is fast growing, to be able to also come and listen. Apart from listening to what the rest of the world has to offer, all the experiences that has worked across the world, then we are also able to share our experiences because it's a forum that has been created where people exchange ideas. So the UITP is a good conference for such engagements, and as Nairobi, we cannot afford to miss such a gathering because here is where we also get to know the real-life experiences from other cities. Thank you.
And you've got a strong delegation here from Kenya, from all different departments. What were some of the key objectives that you had as a team from attending the event?
First, mobility has got as a major infrastructural development and as a catalyst for economic growth in any country, must have what is called a multi-sectoral approach. Remember, the delegation that will come in from Kenya has got various representation from all the sectors. We have a representation from the National Treasury. We have a representation from the Ministry of Energy. That is for the sake of, for the sole purpose of e-mobility. We have a representation from Kenya Association of Manufacturers. We have a representation from the State Department for Transport. We have a representation from the authority, the National Transport and Safety Authority. These are the main actors in the transport industry. And when they come together, then it becomes much easier for the concepts that are gotten from such conference to be easily implemented as well. Yes.
It seems like across the 4 days here, there's been many sessions, discussions around BRT and EBRT.
A lot.
Is BRT something that you're working on in Nairobi?
Absolutely. BRT is something we are working on in Nairobi, and I would say we are at an advanced stage. We have got 5 major corridors, 5 major BRT corridors that we are towards the actual implementation. I think the funding have been availed for most of the corridors. There's a bit of a delay because by the time the designs were being done, there are quite a number of areas that were not involved in the design process and that are very key to the implementation of the BRT lines. So I think that is what has delayed us a little bit, but we are on course.
And is there any learnings that came from this week? I know there was a session today around key learnings and challenges
Yes.
and opportunities from BRT systems around the world.
Yeah.
Have there been any insights that you'll feed into the work that you're doing in Nairobi?
Yeah, there are challenges. I would say challenges are also universal. You will find challenges even in the most of the developed systems. And when you come here and you hear of the challenges that people do face vis-a-vis the break-even or the opportunities that they've had, then you are in a position to exchange the challenges and the opportunities or the successes that they've had. So as Kenya, what we were perceiving as challenges, we found that there are people who capitalize on those challenges to be able to have a success. And of course, one of the major challenges that we are grappling with is this political influence in governance structure of public transport. And of course, we've learned from the success stories that when we have this absolute involvement of all stakeholders and operators, then we should be in a position as a government to develop laws, to develop policies that is agreeable to everybody, so that public transport can be seen as an economic catalyst to the general growth of the country, both for the government and for the people. Yes.
And I see Dakar has picked up a number of awards this week for their electric BRT system.
Yes.
For the BRT system that you're rolling out, is it electric buses that you're looking at, or are there any other types of fuel type?
We have an open view on that, because when we originally had the designs for our BRT lines, we were more on the non-electric kind of locomotives. But the world is moving towards electric mobility. And actually, there is a major corridor that is financed by the European, I think it's the European Union or the AFD, that is called Line 3, that we are pursuing the option of electric mobility with the help of the GIZ. And apart from that, it's an option that we are open to and we are pursuing. That's why we have a representation from the Ministry of Energy and specifically Kenya Power to be able to see how best we are able to involve the idea of electric mobility into our BRT lines.
And there was a lot of discussion around CapEx being one element of the project, obviously OpEx being one of the key driving factors for some of the decisions made. From the studies that you and your team have done already, do you have any idea around whether e-mobility for the buses may present a more sound financial option?
I think for Kenya it could, because remember Kenya runs on I think it should be around 95% clean energy. So having that option in mind, then it will be economical on the Kenyan side to run on e-mobility than the conventional one. Yeah.
So Kenya is in a very fortunate position when it comes to electric vehicles.
Very.
Yeah. And what do the next 1 to 2 years look like for you and your team, BRT and any other projects?
I think as we progress on the implementation of the BRT, one of the things that we really want to focus on is the development of capacity to be able to have flawless implementation of these projects, and then check also on the sustainability. So with the capacity building, we are now able to bring on board young people or young engineers. Considering our median age in Kenya is a young generation who we expect are going to take this public transport and the BRT to another level, considering the introduction of technology in public transport management, and considering also that Kenya has got the highest population of people who are tech savvy. This capacity building will really come in handy to be able to help us have a country that develops further the BRT from the foundation that has been given. And apart from that, with that capacity building,
Well, the next question I would ask, actually, and we'll come back to some other points as well, is around AI has been a big topic here. And
Of course,
as you've just mentioned, Kenya is very tech savvy.
of course.
Where do you see AI fitting potentially with capacity building? There's been talk around how AI might be able to help with training and development and capacity building. Is this something on the radar, or is it still very new to considering that?
Oh, it's not new. Actually, it's something that organizations that have not yet embraced that really need to move towards that, because it's I would say it's the next frontier in the digital world or the technology world. And I'm so proud of my country, because as we speak, I know our young guys, from what you read in the news, they are the best in matters to do with technology as far as the AI is concerned, to be able to solve quite a number of issues. So these are the kind of capacity that we want to be built for my country, to be able to even make it better from the foundation that we have begun as a government. Yeah.
Fantastic. So almost 100% renewable energy, tech savvy, embracing AI.
Yes.
Sounds like the next few years in public transport could be quite exciting.
Yeah, and of course, have all those, the three that you've mentioned, to come up with policies. And I would say policies, laws, regulations. Because having the three without a proper framework for operationalization, then it also becomes absolute zero work. So as a government entity, we are more on the emphasis of developing policies and the regulations. Like Nairobi County now, we are having 17 regulations that we are developing to be able to accommodate what we just talked about. That is a serious milestone in matters, not only public transport, but the general transport for the capital city. That will also ensure that whatever is being implemented has got the element of sustainability as per the existing laws. Yeah.
Brilliant, brilliant. Well, I know you've got lots to get on with. There's still another few hours left of the summit to enjoy. So thanks so much for your time, Minister.
Thank you, Ben.
And we look forward to seeing you in October for Smarter Mobility Africa.
Thank you, Ben. Thank you for your time.